And welcome back to Scripture Talks. Today we will be discussing an interesting passage that some use. Actually, I've heard it misinterpreted many times or misused in this specific way several times, whether it be from teachers or on over the internet, on internet articles. And the passage is 3:15, Genesis 3:15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Now, the context here is Adam and Eve have transgressed the commandment of God and ate of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And of course, the serpent was involved in tempting them to do this. And God speaks of the future of what will happen to each of these members who were involved in this scene. And he gives prophecies and curses. And in Genesis 3:15, as we've just read, some people use this passage to say that this prophesies of the virgin birth of Jesus Christ. Now, if you read that and you said to yourself, I didn't read anything about the virgin birth, you would be correct. But still, some Bible interpreters insist that this speaks of the virgin birth. One such person in the Henry Morris Study Bible, in his commentary on this passage, argues like this: the seed of the woman can only be an allusion to a future descendant of Eve who would have no father. Biologically, a woman produces no seed, and except in this case, biblical usage always speaks only of the seed of men. This promised seed would therefore have to be miraculously implanted in the womb. In this way, he would not inherit the sin nature. Now, notice how he brings out the term her seed. And he makes the point that women biologically don't have seed. Well, biologically, this is true, but we're not dealing with science here. And actually, in this passage, it's referring to just her descendant. But, anyways, the whole premise is false. He states that this language is not used anywhere else in Scripture. The truth is, it is used. As a matter of fact, in Genesis 4:25, if you take a look and remember that Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel, Cain killed Abel, and later on they have another child that replaces Abel. And verse 25 says, and Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son and called his name Seth. For God, said she, hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. So the woman said, God appointed me another seed instead of Abel. So what this passage is telling us is that Abel was her personal seed, and now it's saying she had another. So actually we're seeing this language repeat itself, using the word seed in relation to the woman. And once again, to bring out another passage, in Genesis 24, verse 60, when Rebekah's family is blessing her, they say this, starting at verse 59, and they sent away Rebekah their sister and her nurse and Abraham's servant and his men, and they blessed Rebekah and said to her, thou art our sister, be thou the mother of thousands of millions, and let thy seed possess the gate of those which hate them, or hate him. Now, clearly this language is being repeated. A personal seed belonging to a woman, Rebekah. So to wrap this up, this is just a clear example that we need to think clearly about Scripture and make sure we use it correctly. That's all we have today, and I look forward to doing another lesson. You'll have a good time, and God bless you.